met with him. I mean, it was perfect the way he said it. He goes, when you buy a property and you're wanting to do the repairs yourself, you're essentially buying a business or buying a job. So here you got to figure out what your time's worth, and then, figure out what the cost of your money is or the investment of your own money,
right,
and what the return should be there. And, like you just mentioned too, it's just, you make those sacrifices away from your family and, maybe your other career. And, to be able to leverage your time, your resources, and still make, pretty much the same amount of money.
Right.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Right.
Unless you just like wasting your time and your resources, go for it, I guess. But most people aren't in that category and want to maximize their value as much as possible. So I'm glad that he sees the value in it right out of the gates. But I think it's a great idea to have him call back in a week. The house will be done, if not sooner. I believe they almost have that place already painted within the first day.
Yeah. Eric, thanks for calling in. We'll have you call in next week with an update.
Okay, sounds good, guys.
We appreciate it. Thanks for listening to the show. Delot's Corner, we have another call, Danny. We're going to get to Danny in a few minutes here. I may have to have you wait through the break, Danny, so kind of hang on the line. But Delot's Corner, we're talking foreclosures, Delot. Or we're not foreclosures, we're against closures, I guess, right? But anyway, if you're facing foreclosure, the inevitable, you have to stop the bleeding. Brandon came up with a great analogy over the break, the stork and the frog, but you want to go through that? Yeah, okay. But Delot, why don't we get into it? Foreclosures. You are a foreclosure, let's just say REO and short sale specialist. I know you closed for a guy named Matt yesterday or something, a quick close on a short sale.
Absolutely.
But why don't you get into foreclosure a little bit and what people need to do to, in essence, stop the bleeding?
People need to stop giving up. Don't give the house back to the bank. Call me to stop foreclosure. My phone number is 480-580-8680. What we do here is we short sell your property, get it done. I keep in touch with all the banks, everybody. Make sure all your BPOs, appraisals are taken care of. All the other agents are kept in touch once a week, and so are my buyers and sellers, and everybody's been pretty happy so far.
Yeah, now communication is the number one thing,
That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing because a lot of buyers don't understand the process, and the process can be a long time. And, for example, sometimes banks don't get an authorization letter for in their fax, and sometimes you have to fax it maybe multiple times, and that will take maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah. What about backup offers when it comes to short sells and things like that? Is it good to take backup offers?
Absolutely. Short sales are just kind of one of those things that they can fall through at any time, and you have no control of it sometimes. And even in on a regular thing, we always take backup offers. And I stay in touch with those agents as well. And I have to keep everybody's interest peaked at all times.
Right. Now, you not only handle people that need to sell, but you also handle buyers. So if there's investors out there that want to submit offers on short sales or REOs or the bank-owned properties, you can handle that as well.
Absolutely.
Full-service realtor, Delot's Corner. Delot Wynn is his name. REO and short sale specialist for buyers and sellers. Give him a call at 480-580-8680. Brandon.
And Jason, sometimes we run into people out there that are in that type of situation that Delot just mentioned where, the bank's calling them, they're behind on their payments, and they're just saying, the heck with it. They're going to let it go back to auction. But we met a lady this week, and she was in complete denial. It was amazing that, her house is going to get foreclosed on, but she thought she had the right to basically control how the home was sold and what price the short sale. And she even thought that she could say what the new owner would rent the home back to her.
And rent it back to her.
Yeah, and it's just like she's got her head in the sand, and it's understandable that if you're not happy about it, but just being in denial, right, that's the worst thing you can do. So the best thing you can do is give Delot a call, look at what your options are, find out what he can do for you, and figure out an exit strategy and get you out of the home besides letting it go to auction. I mean, we don't mind if it goes to auction, do we, Jason?
No, not at all. I mean, that's what we like.
Yeah. I mean,
but if we can help people,
correct,
that's another way of going about it as well. Delot, let me ask you one last question before break. I mean, what do you do when the BPO or the appraisal comes in higher than the offer price?
Sometimes when banks do their appraisal or their BPO, also known as a broker price opinion, sometimes their values are off because for example, Wells Fargo, their office is in Iowa, so they don't know Arizona market except for what the agents give them for comps.
Right.
And I know we talk about comps very importantly, and Rio comps are a huge part of my ammo to send to the banks, because if I show them a Rio listing for say 65,000 and their BPO came in at like 75, well, I'm going to tell them 65 is what this Rio listing came back on the market, and this is what you're going to get.
Right.
It's the same house.
It's good to have real-time numbers, isn't it, Brandon? That's what you deal with every night.
Well, you have to, because the market's always changing every minute, every day. So, I mean, once again, you can be in denial about the numbers, but you have to look at the facts, and that's what we do.
Good info, Delot. Delot's Corner has come to a conclusion. More with the Real Estate Power Hour. Give us a call live, 602-324-5366, kind of like Danny did. So, Danny, stay tuned over the break. We'll get with you when we come back with more Real Estate Power Hour.
KFNN brings you the latest with this information update. KFNN News Time is 1:30.
Arizona News Radio, a barricade situation ends peacefully in Chandler. Someone who broke into parked cars surrounded by police in an area home.
We found a home with a shattered window. At that point, we determined that one of the suspects was hiding in that particular home.
David Raymer with Chandler Police. As SWAT team members were called in, the suspect eventually surrendering. Another suspect arrested for allegedly helping him. A crop dusting plane crashes in southwest Arizona. The plane crashing into a mountain near Welton.
During the course of dusting the crops, period of time doing the dusting, he lost the lift, and the aircraft went down into the mountain area.
Major Leon Wilmot with the Yuma County Sheriff's Office saying the 53-year-old pilot is hospitalized. A federal court judge strikes down a Tucson police officer's legal challenge against SB 1070. Judge Susan Bolton saying Officer Martin Escobar couldn't demonstrate that the immigration law would personally harm him. He'll appeal. Diamondbacks beat the Padres 7-4. Jeff Scott, Arizona News.
Here's an exciting deal from Big O Tires. It's our national anniversary sale. Right now, when you buy a set of 4 select tires, you can get up to $100 off. That's huge savings on great brands. Buy 4 tires, save $100 at Big O Tires National Anniversary Sale. And don't forget Big O Tires for all your auto service needs, too. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE to be directly connected to the Big O Tires nearest you. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust. For a limited time only at participating locations. Product and pricing may vary by location. See store for details.
September is Arizona Preparedness Month, and the state needs your help. If you are a healthcare professional, please register as a volunteer with the Arizona Department of Health Services at azdhs.gov/volunteer. The knowledge and skills you have could make the difference during a disaster. Help make every minute count when it matters most. Make sure you are registered before the next disaster happens. Register online today at azdhs.gov/volunteer.
Arizona Investment Link is a proven real estate powerhouse specializing in foreclosure auction bidding services. There are several companies in the Valley that provide bidding services, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a company that offers a seamless investment process from start to finish. Arizona Investment Link provides each investor with a list of homes available at auction and a breakdown of all costs associated with buying that home through close of escrow. That's title status, back taxes, selling title fees, and whether or not you'll be bidding on a first lien position. AIL provides full rehab service, which is really what they are known for. Rehabbing a property is literally a full-time job for the do-it-yourself investor. Their rehabs take typically no